buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on a data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Nah, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a lot of abusing this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. Wakanda swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. It's been calling for days. I get no different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Been calling for days, I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like, and none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation, get no invitation, yeah, we like, calling for days, I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, was trying to forward out. Don't give a. Was up the bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat that fall down.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 76 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on downs. Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Henry. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing is Mariota, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They give him a gain of 37. Dalton here from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Mariota from his own end zone on 3rd down. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Mariota gives to Henry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Fourth down, Mariota. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he's
under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Benny Logan with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Second down, Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him the bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Go on the ball.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He's to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as he'll come up and go for 2. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
Take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. To throw is Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
There you go, 368. 59.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
On the block.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton going deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin with Henry. A little juke. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
One. Let's go. One. Keep it rolling.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike 55.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Brown. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. All going deep here for Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Mariota now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and when he gets his shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it. On 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! Heads up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Again, here's Bernard. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Lead! Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Tighten up, tighten up.
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. A 1st down throw for Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Mariota hands to Henry. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. His throw incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And out now, here come the Bengals. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
On the ball! On the ball!
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Go on the ball!
From the gun, Dalton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Go on the ball!
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, 57 yards. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the grab by Croft. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. from the shotgun. It's Mariota. Uncorks one for Dick. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
3 down, 3 down. Go, on the top.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.